Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Ace, and I think it's time to talk. With so much going on right now with Call of Duty, I'm here to break it all down and give you my take on everything. But before I get into that, let me give you a brief introduction. I've been a PC gamer since 1998, and my first ever gaming console is the PS1. I know that makes me sound pretty old, but I started gaming at 4 years old. I mostly played racing games and didn't start shooters until a close friend of mine showed me GoldenEye on the N64. Another close friend of mine, he showed me a game called Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Now that game was very interesting back in its time, and it got me really competitive into shooters. I even did LAN parties with that game. I also stumbled upon Call of Duty, I believe during the Big Red one almost 20 years ago, and started game battles at the end of Black Ops 1. My all-time favorite game is the Treyarch title, Black Ops 2. So that is my extremely shortened gaming history, and I'm sure I will talk more as time goes on. I do want to highlight my purpose of this channel and just put my primary focus out there. I'll be bringing you the news and updates on Call of Duty. I'll throw in some gameplay tips and most of all, my God honest opinion about everything Call of Duty. If you love this game as much as I do, you're in the right place. So let's talk about the current state of the game. And it's not great. Honestly, I think first and foremost, we're going to talk about the cheaters. And well, there's a lot of cheaters in this game, and I don't think Treyarch is doing. It's not even Treyarch, it's Activision. Activision's not doing anything about it whatsoever. I know they're trying to tell us they're giving us these kernel level drivers and they're trying to do this and doing these bans and stuff, but everybody's releasing videos and interviews with these cheaters. These guys, as soon as they get banned, it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds maybe, and then they're back and they're ready to play the game again. And you know, that's just, it's such a huge problem having these hackers. It just changes the game completely. And I mean, there's a video made by Big Puffin, and this was about 3-4 days ago, and he made a video. He interviewed one of these cheaters, and you won't believe all the stuff and equipment these cheaters have in the game. I mean, you know, I knew it was bad before, but it's mind-blowing how much more there is with all the stuff around, you know. I mean, it's crazy. And I really do firmly believe that there are people inside Activision leaking sensitive information to these cheat websites, and that's why all the cheating is rampant as it is. You know, it's why we can't get rid of these cheaters. It's why Activision has probably, I think, the worst cheaters in any video game. I mean, you know, CSGO is bad, but this is ridiculous. It's very sad and very hard to play the game at this current level with cheaters, and there needs to be something done with it. In my own opinion, there honestly needs to be a lawsuit against Activision because they sold us a game promising a working anti-cheat, and it's not working. They're promising us a lot of features that we don't have. I mean, there's bundles inside this game that don't work properly. Thankfully, I'm not one to really buy bundles in this game. So far in Black Ops 6, I've bought 0 bundles. I do plan on the Terminator though, whenever that comes out, if there is a bundle for that. I mean, I heard it's going to be free to get and it's going to be an event, but I mean, even if it's not an event, I mean, I love the Terminator. I'm just going to say that right now. So I'm probably going to end up buying their bundle if it is a bundle. I read somewhere that if you purchase all the bundles in Black Ops 6, it's going to be over $800, or $860 for all the bundles currently right now, and that's just ridiculous. I don't know any other game that has that amount of money in bundles for what we're starting season 2 now, and that's just ridiculous. You know, we're in February here, we're not even at the end of the year. It's just, you know, that they're running this company with greed. Just no doubt about it. And I'd say the next terrible thing that needs a major overhaul is the UI. The UI in this game is just It's just god awful. I get lost in the thing so many times, you know. There's too many options, there's too many games, there's too much stuff happening in the UI. I get lost in this. I don't know what's going on with the UI. It's just terrible to look at, and just navigating the settings, it's just terrible. I mean, I don't know. I think you're a madman if you absolutely love the UI. You're crazy. The net coding and servers in this game, I mean, they're all right. They have gotten better. At least I feel like they've gotten better in season 2. I don't have any proof at this moment about that, but I mean, I haven't had anything bad to say about the net coding in this game. I know it was really terrible in season 1 though. And I think another thing that needs to change is Warzone. Warzone needs to be a separate game entirely, if not just deleted. And you know, that links with another problem that Call of Duty has, and Call of Duty is not focused on being Call of Duty. Call of Duty is focused on being an entirely different game. You know, they want to be Fortnite. They want to be something else. They want a game where everybody can go to and just be who they are and just play. It's like they want to be every game in one. And they want to be like Battlefield. There's driving tanks and stuff in this, you know. I mean, so far I haven't seen that in Black Ops 6. I mean, but there was in the Cold War and there was in Modern Warfare. And it's too much. Call of Duty just needs to be Call of Duty. And if you want to play a game with tanks or you want to play a battle royale, I just don't think it should be Call of Duty. It should be an entirely different game, you know. And that's just something that is, in my own opinion, and I think if you primarily focused on Call of Duty being Call of Duty, you're gonna have a good game. Another thing is that they're releasing games every year. Every year they're releasing a new title, and I really think they need to just like keep Black Ops 6 for at least 2 years, and the next Call of Duty that comes out needs at least 2 years, if not 3 or 4 years of work and testing, QC and QA need to be a huge thing. You know, I haven't seen any YouTubers talking about the strike that they had. They had, you know, Black Ops 6 had a strike with their QC, you know, so that's probably why they got a lot of bugs and AI problems. And see, you know, AI is another thing I don't really agree with. I don't agree with AI. AI is good to use as like a helper. It's nice to make designs and stuff to help you do stuff. I don't know, just design images with AI. It's great. But you do need a QC and a QA to look at it and say, hey, you know, there's a bug here. There's an upside down magazine. You know, there's a zombie with 6 fingers. Come on, somebody needs to be checking this stuff, and nobody is. And lastly, I think our biggest problem in this game is the skill-based matchmaking, and that's just, you know what, I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna die on this hill. The skill-based matchmaking is just god awful, and some of my matches are just terrible. I see it as like a zoo. They put you in a zoo and you got your own little exhibit here, you know. You're in your exhibit, you can't go in the other exhibits, you're not free to roam, and you don't even know what's in the other exhibits. You don't know what's in the other lobbies that people play, you know, unless you do like reverse boosting, and now it's just hard to do. And man, the problem with skill-based matchmaking is I work a lot, you know. I have 12-hour days sometimes. I work and I just want to come home and play Call of Duty and just enjoy a normal match, and my match just feels like rank play. It feels like those game battles matches that I played a long time ago. I don't need to be sweating that hard. I just want to chill and have fun with my friends and stuff, and it's hard to do. I will say about the skill-based matchmaking though is there needs to be a toggle. I think if people like it, there needs to be a toggle. There needs to be a switch that says, hey, okay, I want it on. Okay, well, fine, you can have it on. There needs to be a switch to have it off, just like they have with crossplay. I just think that's just something that's really important and needs to be there. And I know I'm not the only one who feels frustrated about these problems, and I'll admit, not everything is perfect. Like I said in the beginning of this video, Black Ops 2 is my favorite Call of Duty, and I strongly believe it is a top 3 contender for most people in this community. That game was riddled with bugs that affected weapons, maps, and most of all, disconnection issues. I'm sure most veteran COD players remember this. But Treyarch put a ton of focus into fixing their problems, and I just do not see their motivation today. Despite all of these issues in Black Ops 6, at the end of the day, we just love this game, even if it drives us crazy sometimes. We just all want one thing. We want to see the game succeed. I'd love to hear your feedback about the current state of this game, and if you have a very different opinion than mine, that's okay. Please drop a comment and I'd love to read it. I do plan on trying to upload a video every week in the month of February, and if you enjoyed my first video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Thanks for watching. God bless.